mighty monotonous. We're always battling boredom. Where, tell me where has it gotten us? Everything's still so doggone humdrum, stuck in a rut, getting nowhere fast. Humdrum blues, frighten the future and mad at the past. Oh, humdrum blues. Oh, honey, when you ain't got money, then you can't just do as you choose. You just gotta live with the humdrum blues. Each day's just like the day before. Humdrum blues. Work like a dog, but I'm mighty poor. Oh, humdrum blues. Oh, but it will drive you nutty when you find yourself in my shoes. Stumbling along with these humdrum blues. I don't know which way that I'm going. Don't know which way I can come from. Raining or shining or snowing, everything's still so doggone humdrum. Love me, honey, when I wish you would. Oh, humdrum blues sure would do me a world of good. Humdrum blues. Oh, baby, if you love me, maybe we could get together and lose those mean old humdrum blues. The mean old humdrum blues. Now the thing about Sheila Jordan was that nothing about her was a humdrum. Everything made you wanna come on over and sit down and open your mind and your ears. Open your mind and put away your fears. 'Cause the love that stretched from within belonged to only her. But it was also that which comes from above and makes your body stir. She made it, she made it, she made it, she made it on the stage with Parker and with Mark Madenford and so much in history, and nothing about our Sheila was a humdrum blues. Humdrum blues. Humdrum blues. Hey, humdrum blues. We're here for Sheila Jordan and the love she showed us. Oh, nothing humdrum about Sheila and the humdrum blues.
The incredible, the incomparable, I'm just so happy that he's here. I know he's got to run off and do his Broadway show tonight, but Kurt Elling, we appreciate you so much. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. This has been an incredible journey with all of these musicians volunteering to come in and help celebrate the life of my mom, Sheila Jordan, and I appreciate all of them. Alan Broadbent, Billy Drummond, Cameron Brown, Christian McBride, Drain Eubanks, John Menegon, Nick Masters, Ronnie Ben-Hur, Terry Roiger, TK Blue, Tony Jefferson, Yukimi Maeda, Amy London, Joan Belgrave, Judy Newmack, Kurt Elling, of course, Marion Cowings, the jazz chorus that Amy London will name all of those guys, the Royal Bopsters, Amy London, Dylan Pamick, Jean O'Connor, and Pete McGinnis, Tessa Stouter, Theo Bleckman, and Terry Roiger. Thank you guys so much. One of the things I miss most about my mom is us laughing together. She had an incredible sense of humor. When back in the 50s, mid-50s, late 50s, she and Virginia Cox, an incredible sculptor, shared a loft apartment on West 26th Street. And after all the clubs closed, everybody would come over to the loft and they would have impromptu jam sessions. I mean, Charlie Parker, Lenny Bruce, everybody, Jackie McLean. And it would go on until the wee hours. I'd be off on the other side of the loft in my crib, probably bouncing up and down to the bebop. And my mom loved Lenny Bruce, and Lenny Bruce loved her, so much so that he named a character after her in one of his books. And when we moved, my mom I was thumbing through her albums, and I came across this album, which she used to listen to non-stop. And it got worn down, the grooves are all worn down, but I would sit in the living room with her and listen to it. And I loved Father Flatsky's Revenge, and I loved Non-Skidoo Airlines. Now, Non-Skidoo Airlines is the one where the pilots are like drunk and they're talking and they don't realize the microphone is on. And then there's a guy who gives his mom a bomb to get on the plane. And she's like listening to it ticking, and she's like, oh, it's a music box. And Lenny goes, yeah, you'll get a real bang out of it. And I loved that routine. Now, I was about 7 or 8 years old, so I don't know if it was age-appropriate material for me to be listening to, but it was just amazing. My mom, I also loved touring with my mom, and she and I did a tour of Egypt, Israel, Sharm el-Sheikh, and Jordan. And when we got to Sharm el-Sheikh, we took a drive. We left at like 11 p.m. at night, and we got to the base of Mount Sinai. And we took camels all the way up to the 3,000 steps of redemption. We got off as the sun was coming up, and we walked up the rest of the steps. We got to the top, and people were, doing their pilgrimage, and they were praying, and they were singing, and it was very, very spiritual. And my mom leaned over to me and said, Trace, somebody's calling my name. And I was like, Mom, it's spiritual. You probably think that that's happening. And we went on, and she was like, no, somebody is calling my name. And I stopped, and I listened, and she was right. It was 2 of her students from Bulgaria or something like that. She toured everywhere, including Siberia. That was one tour I didn't go on. I wanted to especially thank everybody who donated to the GoFundMe page, because that is allowing us to bury my mom at Jazz Corner at the cemetery. And she is basically next to Roy Haynes. She is across from Miles Davis and Duke Ellington, and one up and one over from Tommy Flanagan. Thank you. Max Roach is there, Cecil Payne, everybody. So I know there'll be one hell of a jam session going on. Oh, sorry. One heck of a jam session going on when she gets there. So when we went there, Amy London drove us up to Woodlawn Cemetery, and she drove me, my forever friend Monica Lynch, and Joan Belgrave, and we went and we saw the lot, and we saw the plot, and we picked out the plot, and then we went back to the office, and we were in the conference room going over the numbers. And he was like going over how much it would cost, and Monica, cut him mid-sentence and said, "Damn, your motto should be, if you want to get laid, we got to get paid." We fell out laughing. Yeah, Monica, laugh. We fell out laughing, and it was the first time that since my mom had passed that I actually laughed, and it was laughter through tears, to me, the best kind of emotion. And I knew in that instant that my mother was in that room with us, probably sitting on Monica's shoulder going, "Yeah, Mo, tell him." It was just unbelievable. And I have one other thing to read from Ellen Johnson, who wrote the book on my mom. It's a tribute to Sheila Jordan. In 1979, I traveled from Chicago to the West Coast, listening to the sound of Sheila Jordan's voice, intertwined with the bass. I'd been searching for someone who understood how two voices could become one conversation. The moment I heard her, I knew I had found my mentor. I could never have imagined how deeply our lives would connect. Thanks to Jay Clayton, we became dear friends and musical colleagues, and in the years that followed, I did everything I could to support her message, including writing her biography, Jazz Child, A Portrait of Sheila Jordan. Her honesty, her devotion, and her essence shaped me in ways I will always carry. I wish I could be there with you today. Since I cannot, I offer a poem I wrote for her, a woman who loved poetry as she loved song. Little Messenger appears on the album dedicated to her, paired with our duet, The Crossing, on that recording. She improvised behind my poem, her voice drifting through it, almost ceremonial grace. That moment stays with me like a blessing. Even though I can't play it today, I hope her spirit finds its way through. Little Messenger, singing jazz as she passes our way on the wings of blackbirds. Blackbirds that blow bebop changes while telling Charlie's stories. Through sagacious Cherokee eyes, not a surprise to watch wood and flesh, inspired by rhythm of ancient ancestors calling from the heart of time. The phrases of truth dipping down piano keys, just to please. The songbird who preaches on our souls, spreading her seeds of joy and love and hope, while God holds her essence in the perpetual palm of his spirit as a gift to humanity. Thank you all very much for being here. And I'm going to turn it over to Pastor Jared.
My name is Jared Stoller. I'm one of the pastors here, and it's always an honor to host these jazz memorials, particularly this one for our beloved Sheila Jordan. Many years ago, George Wein said that St. Peter's is a place where the jazz community not only pays but plays their respects. While this is true for anyone memorialized here, it is true in a singular way for Sheila. Words fall short of capturing her musical genius, her commitment to paving the way for others. Many of you in this room know that for certain. Her devotion to family, friends, and colleagues. And so tonight, more than anything, we play and sing of her and in celebration of her. Sheila was a founding member of the jazz ministry here, beloved to many, including my predecessors, Pastor John Garcia Genzel and Pastor Dale Lind. Now, you can applaud them, yeah. Now, being pastors, we more often than not find ourselves looking to Scripture for wisdom. The more I think about Sheila this night, thinking about both struggles and successes, I call to mind some of the great characters of the scriptures. Moses' daughter Miriam, who when the Israelites crossed on dry ground, sang and danced on the safe side of the sea. Or I think about David, who channeled hope and sorrow, joy and heartbreak into the Psalms. I think about Jesus' disciples, who in gathering at table with him one last time, what did they do? They sang together. Which means tonight we do not simply pay our respects and play our respects, we pray our respects too. And that seems only right for anyone who makes music, but especially for Sheila. More, because not only will Sheila lay to rest the Jazz Corner, she will also portion be inurned here at St. Peter's Columbarium. There will be at countless jazz vespers to come and performances and events and other jazz memorials to come, an eternity of song. This, the eternity of song, is in this place her peace, as it was in the very beginning and will be forevermore. With that, I invite you to stand. Would you kindly stand and join me in commending our beloved sister Sheila to the mercy of God, our Maker and our Redeemer. Into your hands, O merciful Savior, we commend your servant Sheila. Acknowledge, we humbly beseech you, a sheep of your own fold, a lamb of your own flock, a sinner of your own redeeming. Receive her into the arms of your mercy, into the blessed rest of everlasting peace, and into the glorious company of all your saints in light. Amen. Let us pray. O Lord, support us all the day long of this troubled life until the shadows lengthen, the evening comes, and the busy world is hushed. The fever of life is over, and our work is done. Then in your mercy, grant us a safe lodging and a holy rest and peace at the last. Amen.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Ruffin from Sirius XM Radio. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Before we get on to some more music, I want to talk about how I met Tracy. I'm from Chicago. I was on the radio in Chicago. I worked for Chicago Sun-Times and Chicago Magazine, so every time someone came to town, I looked for stories. That's how I met Sheila. We did a radio interview. She was at the Jazz Fest, and every time she would say, "Oh my God, my daughter would just love you. You and my daughter should get together." And she was always trying to matchmake me from Chicago with Tracy. And then when I moved to New York City, it intensified a little bit. And then I did a little research and found out that Tracy, I hadn't met her, but she had been on album covers. She was on a Tony Williams album cover, sorry, $1 Million Legs. So I'm like, so the woman with $1 million ears has a daughter with $1 million legs. and it was kind of intimidating once I did some investigation. So one day I get a call, "Hey, would you like to go to Aretha Franklin's 70th birthday party?" Like, whoa, yes. And it was Tracy, and she invited me. But when I get there, all she could talk about was this piano player named Chris Bowers. And if Chris Bowers could get on Sirius XM. And it was a very cool moment because I got to hear Aretha talk about Art Tatum with Clive Davis. And it was very cool. And that's one thing that I eventually learned from Tracy as we became friends, co-workers. Experiences is her thing. Okay, like this experience is her thing. And like her mom, she inherited great ears because that piano player, she got him his first movie gig, and now he's won an Academy Award. That would be Chris Bowers. So all tonight is a Tracy Jordan experience. Please give her a hand. Please. And now up next is a guy I have a lot of experiences with too. I produce his radio show. He is an amazing musician, and he really loved Sheila. Sheila, man, I mean, all the folks Sheila took under her wings, her wings must have been really big, because here's another one. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Christian McBride. Guys, that's why he's #1 in the Downbeat Readers poll on bass, okay? Also, Christian told me that one of his highlights of being the artistic director at Newport was giving Sheila a chance to play at Newport. And he really felt heartfelt about that. And as a former bass player, I'd like to acknowledge the 3 bass players in addition to Christian. John Menegon is going to perform for us, and Harvey S. And also, I'm forgetting somebody. Cameron Brown. How could I forget Cameron Brown? Okay. Because Sheila liked it from the bottom, okay? She liked the bass players. And the guy we're gonna meet, we tried to get the greatest jazz singer in the world, but we had to settle for this guy. His name is Marion Cowings Marion. Hey, Harvey. In addition, we have Billy Drummond on drums, Ronnie Ben-Hur on guitar, Alan Broadbent at the piano. Is Alan here? Oh.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'd like to make a special entrance. Thank you so much for that introduction. It's a terrible death to be talked to death, so I'm going to keep my words short and sweet. But maybe not sweet, but I'm not a big fan of death. I just think we just change rooms. But Sheila helped me a lot in this world. She recognized I had the teaching gene, and she got me the gig as associate professor at City College when she left, before Susan Pitson came in. So I was with her, with Joan Belgrave, when she was taking her last breaths, and Joan was going to play some music for her. I said, "Wait a minute, Joan. She liked bebop. Let's play some bebop." So while she was searching for some bebop on her phone, I started to sing "Now's the Time." And like bookends, supposedly, according to her daughter, she was in a luncheonette and she put a nickel in the jukebox and heard Charlie Parker and fell in love instantly. So what can I say? She's helped so many of you here, her students. She had students like people have mice. You know, they're all over the joint when they come in. So anyway, Sheila's spirit is with us, and we're going to give you our own stomping rendition of a couple of Charlie Parker solos. 2 bars, last 4. A 1, a 2, you know what to do. You heard it every way, a dog will have his day, but when it comes to wailing dogs, ain't got a word to say. They can do the waiting, I ain't hesitating. Future's round the corner, so for now we're gonna play. Now's the time to wail, not later, but right now's the time. They tell me people are often classified as before their time. Silly as it seems, people do it, and really don't think there's nothing to it. No, I'm not ahead, they're behind, so really I don't mind. But I've often found it a pleasure knowing I was being heard, maybe here or there or never could measure. Better be listening. Better open your ears because they'll think it's those guys are famous. First they gotta split the scene, if you know what I mean. They live longer than you, then what will you do? Sheila Jordan, what you do now? I mean it. Everybody knows the fellow story, those who never have seen it. And I could never figure out what people carrying on about another period of the long gone year, when many a cat that's wailing now is wondering whether people really can still hear. Everybody knows the more you hesitate, the more you lose. If you keep still and feel the move, you're gonna dig yourself a well-intentioned rut and think you found a groove. Waiting for your time to come, you might not ever move. Well, while you can, so that those who hear will understand, then maybe your echo will ring through the land. Please, I know I've had a lot of miles to go. I waited once, got misled, 'cause time don't get you miles ahead. Time waits for no one. You heard it every way, a dog will have his day. But when it comes to wailing dogs, they got a word to say. They can do the waiting, I ain't hesitating. Future's round the corner, so for now we're gonna play. Now's the time to wail. Not later, but right now's the time. Right now, now, baby. Come with me if you want to go to Kansas City. I'm feeling low down and blue, heart's full of sorrow. Don't hardly know what to do. Where will I be tomorrow? Going to Kansas City, wanna go to, no you can't make it with me. Going to Kansas City, sorry but I can't take you. When you see me coming, raise your window high. When you see me leave me, baby, hang it and cry. I'm afraid there's nothing in this dreamy, schemy town a honky-tonky monkey woman could do. She'd only bring herself down. So long, everybody. The time is coming, I must leave you. So if you never see my smiling face again, make a promise you'll remember, like a Christmas day in December. I told you all through thick and thin, all till the end. Sheila's been your friend. Don't hang your head when you see those 6 pretty horses. Pull me. Put a $20 silver piece on my watch chain. Look at this smile on my face, singing a little song to let the world know I'm real. Don't cry for me, 'cause I'm going to Kansas City. Harvey, no S. Come with me if you want to go to Kansas City. Yep. Thank you.
Marianne Cowings. Very nice. There's some folks, I think, in the audience I want to acknowledge. First of all, how hip is it that a club owner from Chicago would drive here to see and remember Sheila Jordan? The owner of the Green Mill in Chicago, Dave Gemolo, please. I thought I saw Jimmy Owens here. There he is, over there, NEA Jazz Master. And the last person, I'm not sure, but our next act has wanted me to remind that Sheila had such a great relationship with not only great bass players, but great piano players, of course. And Steve Kuhn, is Steve Kuhn here? Where? Oh yeah, there he is. And now with even more words on the relationship with Sheila and Steve Kuhn. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, Tracy was an only child for a long time until Sheila adopted Theo Bleckman.
Hello, hello. Yes, she always said, Theo, you're the son I never had. And I am certain that if you knew Sheila Jordan, she said something like that to you as well. We were all her children. We were loved by her, embraced by her, mentored by her. I want to mention two people in particular here that at the end of Sheila's life came in and helped take care of her, aside from Tracy and I, and that is Melanie Bong, who is here, right here. And she came and stayed with Sheila, and also Giulia Moscardini from Argentina. So we have Austria representing. I'm sure we have an international crowd of people here because she spread her love and her music everywhere. But speaking of love, I want to acknowledge Steve Kuhn, whose music, especially with Sheila, has deeply touched me. Steve, we had set aside a front row seat for you. And it really, there's nobody that has initiated and has premiered original music like Sheila did, especially in the 70s with Harvey and Bob Moses and Steve Kuhn in these beautiful records on ECM, then also with Steve Swallow, and then with you, of course, in duo, and with Harvey in duo. I mean, there was so much original music that it often gets overshadowed by all the wonderful bop and bebop and jazz standards that she does, but she was an innovator on all levels, and I bow to her. And you were going to say something, right?
I'm going to say a few words. I was Sheila's duo partner for about the last 28 years. I fell in love with Sheila years before I met her. As a freshman in college, 64, 65, I played with the trombone player, Brian Trentham, who studied composition and played with George Russell. He introduced me to George, whose music inspired me almost as much as Miles had. I was 18. And of course, I was transfixed by the incredible You Are My Sunshine, George's impressionistic, expressionistic arrangement, which was inspired by Sheila and the hardships of her early life. I wound up playing with George for a year in Europe, 65, 66, and recording that arrangement live in Germany with Don Cherry, featured in Sheila's spot in the chart. It wasn't nearly as good as the original. Although I love Don Cherry. Not sure where I actually met Sheila, but it was in the late 60s, early 70s. She wound up hiring me to play an every Thursday night gig at Sonny's Place on Long Island. I was just coming out of 6 years of not playing much, and her support meant the world to me. Then she asked me to record with her first date 12 years after Portrait, which became the amazing Confirmation release. Then our paths diverged for about 20 years. In 1998, I was asked to do a 3-day jazz festival and live recording project by the wonderful Jazz Halo organization in Belgium. Sheila was my first choice for the band, followed by Dewey Redman, Leon Parker, and Dave Ballou. The result was two CDs on the Omnitone label, Cameron Brown in the Here and Now, Here and How, and Cameron Brown in the Here and Now, Volume 2. Sheila was the star of this show, and she learned my originals meticulously and added so much to them. Besides those, we went from Cole Porter in 1928 to the wild Don Pullen composition, Double Arc Jake. Her incredible talent knew no limits. As we rehearsed for that project, she asked me to be her new duo partner, which was the thrill of a lifetime for me. And our first release as a duo, I've Grown Accustomed to the Bass, was also our first live performance and took place at that same Belgian festival. Sheila Jordan was my mentor, my muse, one of my dearest friends. Her musical instincts and the wisdom of all sorts, which she shared, were invaluable. I toured the world with her for almost 25 years, and our last performance in Washington Heights, January of this year. Words cannot describe how much she meant to me and how much I love her. She was a close friend of Charlie Parker's and knew all those who followed him. I got to experience the entire history, the incredible breadth and depth of modern jazz, making music with her.
Thank you, Cameron. Wow. And to honor her premiering all this beautiful new music, I would like to perform for you a tune by Steve Kuhn called Poem for Number 15. And then we're going to perform a song that she wrote, one of the few pieces she wrote, The Crossing.
Now and then I think of when his teeth were so small and white. He laughed at the sound in the distant night. Later on, his smile was gone. His lips spoke of silent things. The least he could do was more than his life could bring. Oh, what a shame. What a terrible shame to be lost and found below the ground, beneath every child at play. His life was so short, it's hard to believe today. There are moments in your lifetime when the whole world seems insane. If you search beyond the madness, there is peace of mind to gain. When there is no time or season, and there is no fear or strain, take your troubles to the crossing. It's where joy outweighs the pain. Oh, the crossing, oh, the crossing. It's been known by many names. Some have found it through religion, putting faith in God each day. When your world seems lost and shattered, and your dreams have gone astray, never seek out self-destruction. There's a crossing that can help you find the way. Oh, the crossing, oh, the crossing. What a blessing it can be. When you're feeling down and lonely, there's an answer, there's a key. And for those of you who wonder what the blessing means to me, it's the love she had when she was singing for us. Oh, the spirit of the music set her free.
Cameron Brown.
Theo Blackman. For those who don't know, that's a subgenre that Sheila kind of pioneered, the bass voice duo. I mean, it's been around for a long time, but Sheila, over the last few decades, kind of took it to another place. And did you know today's her birthday? Yes. So my schedule says I'm introducing two lovely singers. Introduce performances by Alan Broadbent, Harvey S., Billy Drummond, Cameron Brown, Amy London, Judy Nymack. I should mention, too, Alan has a great record out called Threads of Time. A really great record, man.
Is this one? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Theo. Many years ago, I wrote a tune called Heart's Desire with lyrics by Dave Frischberg. And in the 90s, Harvey called me. He used to be there. To see if I'd like to do a record with Sheila and string quartet. So I did, and that's the first time I met her. And on this particular album, she chose to do this song, Heart's Desire. So I'd just like to play one chorus, keep the proceedings moving. But thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Amy London.
It is such an honor to be here, and I could go on and on. I'll try and keep it brief. I didn't realize it when I first started teaching, but I followed on Sheila's heels in two of my main jazz teaching gigs at the New School, where I still am. I started teaching there in the 1980s, and Sheila had just launched her on-the-road career, and also at City College, where I taught for about a decade. So I was so glad to follow in her footsteps as a jazz educator. I loved Sheila, Sheila loved everybody, and I just want to make a comment about Sheila as a mom, because I'm also a mom. Sheila inspired all of us musically, but she also inspired me as a mom. I saw her a lot when she was doing okay. I spent time with Tracy and Sheila when Sheila was not doing that well, and I saw a relationship that was so full of love from Sheila to Tracy and from Tracy to Sheila. And it was a beautiful thing to witness. So I'd like to sing a song about motherhood, and this one goes out to my two beautiful children who will always be my babies. They're adults now, they're all grown up, hard to believe, but this is something that Sheila sang. It was written by Bobby Timmons with lyrics by the great poet and actor Oscar Brown Jr. One, two, 3. Hey mama, what that there? And why that under there? And oh mama, oh hey mama, hey, look at over there. Hey, who that in my chair? And what's she doing there? And mama, can I have the big elephant over there? Hey mama, what's a square? And where do we get air? And mama, oh hey mama, can I go under there? Hey, what they doing there? And where they going there? And mama, can I have the big elephant over there? My quizzical kids, man, they never want anything hid. They're forever demanding to know who, what, and why, and where. Inquisitive child, and sometimes the questions get wild. Like, mama, can I have the big elephant over there? I don't want to comb my hair. And where's my teddy bear? And oh mama, oh hey, look at that cowgirl coming there. Hey now, can I have a pair of boots like that to wear? And mama, can I have that big elephant over there? The time will march, the years will go. My little girls, they're gonna grow. I gotta tell them all they need to know. Help them along so they'll know right from wrong. Gotta make them strong. As life's parade goes trudging by, they'll need to know the reasons why. I won't have all the answers, but I'll try best that I can. Gotta help them plan so they'll take a stand. You give your kids your best and hope they'll pass the test when you finally send them into the world somewhere. And when they're grown, I bet I never will forget. Mama, can I have that big elephant over there? Hey, what they say up there? And where they going there? And oh mama, oh hey mama, can I go over there? Hey mama, what is fair? How come I gotta share? And mama, can I have the big elephant over there? Hey mama, can I have that big birthday cake over there? Hey mama, can I have that big summer camp over there? Hey mama, can I have that big internet over there? Hey mama, can I have that big Toyota over there? Hey mama, can I have that big elephant over there? Yes you can, yes you can, yes you can. Anything for you, my dears. Alan Broadbent, Cameron Brown, Billy Drummond. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judy Niemek.
Thank you. I'm going to be real brief. I'll hand it back to you. First?
So Sheila and I did a record a little while back called Celebration, and we were doing a tune that she did when she was studying with Lennie Tristano called It's You or No One for me. And I got it into my head that I wanted to write a contrafact, write a new melody for those harmonies, as a lot of musicians have done over the years. And so when I wrote it, Sheila heard it, she liked it, she learned it, and then we did it in our duo program as a contrafact. She sang the original song and I played my new melody. And then when Sheila was getting very ill, I thought that, and I called that song, of course I called the song Sheila, It's You. But then I thought, gee, it should really have some lyrics dedicated to Sheila. So I asked Judy Niemek if she would write some, and you'll see what a wonderful job she did.
Well, I just have to say that I did meet Sheila because of being part of the Tristano school. My teacher was Warren Marsh, and I was introduced to Sheila by Ted Brown back in '74, and I was at school. And she was part of my life ever since, got me on the path to teaching, which has been a big thrill. And here we go for Sheila. Hey, I think there's copies of this song available tonight. Cameron made 100 copies, so any singers in the room, find them on the way out. This is what Sheila used to do, pass out her charts, you know. So we're keeping the tradition going. 2, 1, 2, 3. Sheila, it's you, you're the one. When I feel blue, you are my sunshine. So high in the sky, everything's cool. 'Cause bebop lives in you. You have got that special way, singing like a bird, telling everybody about the time you heard Charlie Parker's music. Diz and Monk too, they led the way and you did it too, telling singers all around the world what it means to live for music. Bebop lives, that's why we'll keep singing. There's nobody else, Sheila, it's you. Shadoo ya doo ba doo be I o dee da a be dee da da be doo dee doo ya. Do ya ba doo 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 da doo doo dee o da doo dee o ba doo dee ya. Say ba dee ba doo doo dee ba dee da 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 ya. sa da da do dee da bleed da bleed lula. Ba do 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 da da da. Blee ow, blee ow, blee. Ba do ba you dee da, ba do da dee dee da dee da. Sweet do 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 dee dee da do dee da. Be do do dee do da dee dee da. Play do love be do ya da da ba ba ba. We are shy dee da dee do ya do do da do da. Sheila, it's you. Sheila, is you, you're the one when I get blue. You are my sunshine, bright in the sky. Everything's cool, 'cause bebop lives in you. You've got that special way, singing like a bird, telling everybody about the time you heard Charlie Parker's music. Diz and Monk too, they led the way and you did it too, showing singers all around the world what it means to live for music. Bebop lives, that's why I'm still singing. There's nobody else, Sheila, it's you. Shadow you do ba do ba do you be Sheila. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Judy. We're going to change trios now. We have, Billy, they say you're still here. No? Okay. John Menegon, please, on bass. Terry Roger at the piano. Sheila loved Charlie Parker, you know.
we'd like to invite Tony Jefferson on the drums, too. Well, Sheila was a dear friend of mine for over 40 years, and when I was living in Minneapolis, the jazz cats back then used to say to me, Terry, you got to get to New York and hear this singer, Sheila Jordan. So that's what I did. And I told her that. She loved that. She brought that up a lot. She really, really loved to know that. The musicians really, really dug her. Jean, do you want to say anything? Do you want to say anything?
Terry and I spent many hours in the car with Sheila, driving her back and forth from New York.
Can you hear?
During
What?
the pandemic, it was a real...
Thank you. It was a real trying time for all of us, of course. But just prior to that, my father, who just turned 96 last month, became very close with Sheila. Every time she would perform in Toronto, he would go to see her. He would get front row seats. She would sing to him, tell stories about him. After the concert, people would come, who are you? They were very surprised. One of the things that we did was have Sheila come up and perform for my father on his 90th birthday, just 6 years ago. And we surprised him. And she surprised all of us. And spending that amount of time together in a small car, listening to music, listening to her sing, telling us stories, will stay with us forever, of course. And here's to you, Dad, for hanging in there and, just really appreciating a true artist. Thank you.
I'm going to miss those car rides. I couldn't believe how she remembered lyrics to every single song. What a memory. And right now I'd like to sing her lyrics to Charlie Parker's Barbados. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we've met, you're driving me crazy. Was on the coast of wee Barbados. No, I can't forget you, darling, try as I may. My thoughts are growing stronger each day, I know. So forgive me, I am leaving right away to return to you. Should have never left, dear. My life is incomplete here, don't you know? I'll always adore you. I think about you all through the day. It's a wonder that I'm even able to speak. You simply swept me off of my feet, my sweet. So forgive me, I am leaving right away to return to you. Should have never left, dear. My life is incomplete here. I do, do, ba-do, ba-do, yeah, ba-do, 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 Parker. since we've met. Driving me crazy was on the coast of Barbados. Can't forgive you, darling, fires on me. My thoughts are growing stronger each day, I know. So forgive me, I am leaving right away to return to you. I should have never left here. My life is incomplete here, don't you know? I'll always adore you, think about you all through the day. It's a wonder that I'm even able to sleep. You simply swept me off of my feet, my sweet. So believe me, I am leaving right away to return to you. I should have never left here. My life is incomplete here. I should have never left here. My life is incomplete here now. Thank you so much.
That was amazing, Terry. Thank you. Thank you. Now we have the Royal Bobsters. This is an amazing group of vocalists with Amy London once again, Dylan Primack, Gene O'Connor, Pete McGinnis. Oh my goodness, Pete McGinnis, such a talented musician. Also the trio will be Billy Drummond, Cameron Brown, and Yukimi Maeda.
I guess, oh, there we are.
Yeah. Are we on? Okay. Of course, this was a big hit for Sheila, Charlie Parker's Confirmation, with lyrics by Sheila when she was in a vocal group called Skeeter, Spite, and Jeannie, which was her real first name. Back in the early 40s, they wrote this lyric, and they had this vocal trio a whole decade before Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross.
Casting a light to you when the moon was shining bright. Yes, one night, just like the time I first saw you, you set my soul on fire. My hopes were high while I had you, and you had me too. Oh, babe, let's put our past behind us and live now. I know we can be happy, dear, because I love you. Can't live without you. The future stands to reason, I know. At first it was a game, dear, to ease the hurt, the pain, dear, until the fool got too deep. Oh yes, I was falling. I started to swirl in a circle while you stood there just smiling. Your eyes were the thing that drowned me, and so I have to confess I love you and I want you, so baby think it over. I got so terrific, I gotta be specific. So baby think, 'cause I'm sailing my dream boat to you now.
casting a lie to you when the moon was shining bright. Yes, one night just like the night I first saw you.
You set my soul on fire, my heart went higher, so I had you, and you had me too.
Whoa, babe, let's put ourselves together and live now. I know we can be happy, dear,
because I love you, no one above you. The future stands for peace, and I know. At first it was a game, dear, to ease the hurt and pain, dear, until the pool got too deep. Oh yes, I was falling. I started to swim a circle while you stood there just a smiling. Your eyes were the thing that drowned me, and so I have to confess I love you and I want you. So baby, think it over. You are so terrific. I gotta be specific. So baby, think 'cause I'm sailing my dream boat to you. Hey, we have some fabulous singers who are going to join us on this next song by Horace Silver.
So while we're setting up the mics for these wonderful singers that are joining us, just wanted to say a few words about this next beautiful song. It is the song Peace, written by Horace Silver with lyrics by Horace Silver. When we recorded the first Royal Bobsters record called the Royal Bobsters Project and invited Sheila to join us, she brought me 5 different songs to choose from, and I chose this one. And so I presented it to somebody who I'd like to give a very special mention to, if he would turn around, Darman Meter, the undisputed king of choral jazz in the world, who joined us on our first record. I brought him this song, and he wrote this beautiful arrangement of Peace. Just a few more words about Sheila. I've got the mic in my hand. So fast forward, Darman went back to his amazing group, the New York Voices, and Pete McGinnis joined us as our tenor. And in 2019, we had a very stellar year with Sheila. We traveled with her. First of all, we did the Newport Jazz Festival with Sheila, which was amazing. We also went to Ronnie Scott's in London, sold it out, and went to the Half Note in Athens with Sheila. She was so hilarious on the road. We had so much fun with her. She was almost 91 years old, and she had more energy than the 4 of us put together. She schlepped her own luggage, she was funny, and she and Pete played an endless game of Name That Tune, of which nobody won, because they couldn't out...
You don't play Name That Tune with Sheila Jordan. You just don't do that.
She just had a tremendous amount of energy, and it was such a joy to go on the road with her and to perform with her and to be with her. She was so much fun. I also want to give a shout out to 2 wonderful people, Eugene and Elsa Human, who run the Vermont Jazz Center, a wonderful summer jazz camp that Sheila invited me to join her on 3 years ago. So for 2 summers, I got to work alongside Sheila. And now she's already 94, 95. I can't remember how old she was. She was tireless. She wouldn't stop working until every singer had had their turn, and she'd work with them, and then she would get up and sing. Anyway, we all know that she was amazing. We love her so much, and what an inspiration. So yes, we would like to introduce this. Okay, anyway, I'll just say one more thing. So this is from the Royal Bobsters Project, our first recording, which was Darman Meter, of the leader of the New York Voices, Darman Meter. Dylan Pramick, who's been in the group with me since the beginning. And our very dear departed, we miss her so much, Holly Ross was our alto. So when Sheila passed away, I had a vision of putting together a choral version of this with not 4 singers, but with 11 or 12 singers. And I was so delighted that all of the best vocal jazz group singers that I know of, that I've worked with, all said yes to be here tonight. So once again, Pete McGinnis, tenor. Darman Meter, tenor. Chris Humphrey, tenor. My dear pal for many, many decades, Judy Niemack, soprano. Our current alto, Gene O'Connor. The wonderful Louise Rogers. The alto from the wonderful group New York Voices, Lauren Kinnan. My partner in crime for many years, Dylan Pramick. And 2 of our former students who are now rising stars, Will Gorman singing bass, And Tyler Bassett, who helped put this whole thing together.
There's a place that I know where the sycamores grow and daffodils have their fun.
The cares of the day seem to slowly fade away in the glow of the evening sun. Peace when the day is done.
When the day is done. If I go there real late, let my mind meditate on everything to be done. And if I search deep inside, let my conscience be my guide. Then the answers are sure to come. Don't have to worry none. Life's sweet seed when it grows like a big yellow rose can wither and come undone. Oh, but that sweet smelling thing will be blossoming next spring
with the kiss of the midday sun.
Living has just begun.
Life's true meaning comes to you when the freedom you seek is won.
Peace is for everyone to woo.
Living has just begun.
When the day is done.
Wow. I couldn't see when all the singers were out, but when it was just the Royal Bobsters, I was watching another singer I want to acknowledge, 9-time Grammy-nominated singer Tierney Sutton, right there. Now time for a wonderful guitar player, Ronnie Ben-Hur, everybody. Ronnie Ben-Hur, Harvey S., Billy Drummond. That was a nice reminder that that Sheila was quite the ballad singer too. Wasn't just those blues and beboppers. And Pastor Jared reminded me that this place, I mean, many jazz folks know this is the jazz church. This is Jazz Vespers every Friday. And also, there's been so many great memorials done at this church. Anybody out there been to any other memorials here? Yeah, it's amazing. New York is blessed with this sanctuary. Up next, thank you. Up next, Alan Broadbent returns with Tessa Southern.
Wow, what a beautiful tribute to Sheila. I threw her 77th birthday party at Sweet Rhythm exactly 20 years ago today. And it was freezing, freezing cold. And I was carrying a cake in a big box. And I forgot to wear gloves, so my hands, by the time I arrived at the club, were like claws. I couldn't do anything. I had to stop a young woman in the street to get her to do the buttons up on my coat because I couldn't do them myself. But anyway, when I came around the corner, there was this huge line of people snaking all up 7th Avenue South because they didn't care about the cold because they were going to see Sheila on her birthday. So that was classic Sheila. Everybody loved Sheila. They just did. She loved everybody, and everybody loved her. So I was looking at her biography. Oh, by the way, I should mention that at that party, my future husband was playing the drums, and Sheila took it upon herself, a bit like you guys, and but we had a bit more success, to fix me up with Billy, because she was really good at fixing people up. She was famous for fixing people up. So it took 3 years from that date to us having our first date. But anyway, we've been together now for 17 years, so thank you, Sheila, for that. That was amazing. So yesterday, I was looking at her biography, which was written by Ellen Johnson, who had that beautiful poem earlier. And I was looking at the bits I'm in, just to see if I'd said anything that was kind of relevant. And I saw that I had actually, the song I was going to do next, I'd already planned, but it was mentioned out of like, say, 4 entries of me, 2 of them talked about her singing this song, and which I saw her sing a bunch of times, because I probably saw Sheila 100 times, I would think. So, and also in there, I found this birthday card that she'd given to me along with the book in 2015. And I thought, well, I wonder if there's a message maybe on the page that the card was tucked into. And so I sort of looked at the pages, and I did find a message, I think, from her, because this is what she said. I believe Charlie Parker was put here to leave his message to anyone who was ready to receive it, and then he flew away. So this song is a message, always sung as a message from Sheila to everybody here. When lonely feelings chill the meadows of your mind, just think if winter comes, can spring be far behind? Beneath the deepest snows, the secret of a rose is merely that it knows you must believe in spring. Just as a tree is sure its leaves will reappear, it knows its emptiness is just the time of year. The frozen mountain dreams of April's melting streams, how crystal clear it seems you must believe in spring. You must believe in spring and know it's on its way. Just as a sleeping rose awaits the kiss of May, so in a world of snow, of things that come and go, where what you think you know you can't be certain of, you must believe in spring and love. just as a tree is sure its leaves will reappear. It knows its emptiness is just the time of year. The frozen mountain dreams of April's melting streams, how crystal clear it seems. You must believe in spring. You must believe in love and know it's on its way. Just as a sleeping rose awaits the kiss of May, so in a world of snow, of things that come and go, where what you think you know you can't be certain of, you must believe in spring.
If you're counting, we're about to hear our third Charlie Parker song. She loved Bird, okay? And wrote lyrics. We heard lyrics to Barbados and Dale Beckman. Well, he's pointing at you. Yeah. Oh, you're playing first.
I'm just gonna do a little talk before.
Harvey S., everybody.
You know, I've been playing here at St. Peter's for probably over 40 years. I've never been on the pulpit. But I'm not going to give a sermon. But at the beginning of the night, Tracy lined up a bunch of Sheila Jordan's hats and her berets, and that sparked a story of mine that no one's ever heard. So you're all hearing it for the first time. And I haven't even told my wife this story. Okay. You know, Sheila, there's many things that you can talk about with Sheila, too many. She was just an amazing person, brilliant person, and needless to say, one of the greatest jazz singers ever. We all know that. But she had a sense of humor, and she loved to laugh. That was like her favorite thing. I'm sure Tracy will back that up. And Sheila just loved to laugh. So anyway, we were going on tour in the Basque Country in France. And I said to Sheila, you know, Sheila, we're going to have a few days off before we start. Let's get berets. And so when we walk around, we can blend in with the people. And Sheila said, oh, yeah. So when we were at the airport, we bought berets. And so we got to the Basque Country, and we got to the place. And, I said, Sheila, let's go for a walk. And so we go for a walk. We're walking around, and as we're walking, we see these people going. Everybody's laughing in the town is laughing at us. We were the only people in this whole town that had a beret. We felt so that started a thing where I started making up this very like Maurice Chevalier French accent. And I would talk to Sheila, how are you today, baby? And I was making up all these jokes all the time. And Sheila loved it. She was laughing all the time. And it was just a funny thing. We just had so much fun doing that. And then we get back to and I made up a name. I'm Francois, and how are you today, Sheila? We have a concert tomorrow. And it was like, so, and she'd always laugh, and she'd be great. So then now, we're back on, and she gets a phone call, 6 o'clock in the morning. Hello, this is Francois. And I have a concert in France, and and she goes, listen, Harvey. She says, I love the French accent. It's very funny. We've had a lot of laughs, but it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and you just woke me up. And she slams the phone down. It wasn't me. So this guy, he calls back, he goes, oh, please don't hang up. I'm Francois, I'm from France, and I want to bring you to... So Sheila comes over, she calls me up, and the next morning, later on, she calls me up, she tells me this story. We were laughing, and we just had so much fun. So, that's the kind of thing, like this party tonight, there's no room for sadness. Sheila had a great life. We all loved her, And she's looking down saying, I hope you all have a good time tonight. And that's what she would like. So anyway, I just had to say that. And it all sparked from watching those hats. And some people got those hats. And actually, my wife took a beret. So we have a piece of Sheila with us all the time. And this tie, she gave me this tie on my birthday. And that's a piece I'm wearing. We're going to play Quasimodo, and we're going to bring up the wonderful Theo Bleckman.
sing along if you know.
At times I wonder where my life would be if I never heard the music of Bert back when I was just a kid. I listened to each precious note floating out of his horn so many years ago. What a treat it used to be for me to hear him, the thrill of being near him. I live for every song that he played from his heart. Bert brought a special word to me, and by leading the way, I've learned to live my life from the dues that he paid. He turned me on to sounds I never heard before by putting all those magical tones into every single phrase. Somehow I find it rather strange knowing that there are those of us who really love him when so many aren't even aware of his ways. I feel blessed that I grew up spending all of those wonderful years surrounded by the joy that he made. I think the night that will ever have the meaning for me or would give me a thrill like hearing Sheila Jordan. The bird, the bird, the bird, the bird, 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 bird.
Harvey S.
We are way past the halfway point, and there's one word that hasn't been mentioned, and I'm really surprised. Detroit. I mean, can you imagine what it was like growing up in Detroit when she was growing up? I mean, Kenny Burrell, Joe Henderson, the Jones Boys, Tommy Flanagan. I mean, the list is so, Ron Carter, Barry Harris. Come on, bring it on. I mean, it's ridiculous how much music was going on in Detroit. And we didn't even talk about the R&B or the rock part. Just the jazz part was amazing. So she was surrounded by a bunch of creative folks. And then Charlie Parker blew her mind, okay? That being said, we have a queen from Detroit. Another musician from Detroit was Marcus Belgrave. And his widow, Joan Belgrave, was with Sheila towards the end. Is that one of Sheila's hats?
It is. Sheila's hat and my pen. And I didn't know that we were going to be getting hats today. But I just brought the pen. How about that?
Joan, you want to talk about that last?
You know, I love Sheila so much, and she loved Detroit so much. And I think she probably mentioned Detroit on every gig that she did, right? So I was home and I was talking to Tracy, a beautiful, beautiful daughter, Tracy. And Tracy said she needed some help. And I said, okay. I booked a flight, and I said, I'll come and stay with you a week so that you can get some stuff done, right? Because we all know how it is to be a caregiver, right? We take care of them, but nobody takes care of us. And I've been there, done that. So I came in and I booked to stay a week, and I got there, and I dropped my bag, I went to get some pizza, because you know, you gotta get some pizza when you come to New York. So I walked across the street, and I was there, and within 2 hours after I arrived, Sheila left. And as Marion said, I was singing to her and playing a ballad for her, and he said, wait a minute, she needs some bebop. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. And so I pulled out my phone and I found Marcus's recording of A Bill for Benny, and I played that for her. And Marion had left, and she listened to it, and she smiled and she looked at me and she closed her eyes and went to sleep. There was no struggling. There was no, you know how sometimes at the end there's a struggle, but there wasn't. It was almost like she was waiting for me to get there. You know, I thought I was there to help Tracy, but I believe that we are put where we need to be when we need to be there. And instead of me being there to help Sheila, while I was able to be there for the week to help Tracy. And I think Mama was looking out for her baby to make sure that somebody was there. I truly believe that God is always in control. When Marcus passed, I wrote this song called I'm Not Going Anywhere. And it helped me understand that even though, because I couldn't sing, I was so used to having his trumpet voice behind me that it was difficult. And one night I wrote the song, and it was almost like he was telling me, it's okay, go on. You know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be with you. Even though I'm not here physically, I am there. And Sheila is here. She is here all over. I remember when she would be on stage and she'd sit on a stool and she'd have her arm on the microphone stand. Any of y'all remember seeing her like that? That's what that is. Sheila is here. So I was going to sing I'm Not Going Anywhere, right? But I didn't want it to be that emotional. At some point, when we're ready, we can hear it, you know? But it came to me that Sheila told me so many stories, as she told everyone, right? About her giving Thelonious Monk a piano when she was in that loft. She said, well, you know, I gave him a piano. I'm like, oh, really? So that's why I decided to do this Monk song. And these wonderful musicians, TK Blue, Dwayne Eubanks, Tony Jefferson, Cameron Brown, and Nicholas Masters. And I came in from Detroit. I came in today. We do what we do for those that we love. So they're going to play the song of Bill for Benny, which is the bebop tune that Sheila was listening to before she left. I honestly felt that I was ushering her out and Marcus was welcoming her in. So here we go. We're doing In Walk Bud first. I'm not doing a Bill for Benny. That's y'all. I mean, I can, but, you know, no.
Dizzy, he was screaming next to OP, who was beaming. Monk was thumping. Suddenly in walked Bud, and then they got into something. Bias blew a mean sex. Mr. Max Roach beat a mean axe. Monk was thumping. Suddenly in walked Bud, and then the joint started jumping. Every hipster really dug Bud. Soon as he hit town, taking that note, nobody wrote, putting them down. Oh, OP pulled a mean string down and Dizzy played a hip thing. Monk was thumping. Suddenly in walked Bud, and then they got into something. But baby, swoop up that do. But diddle you dee, but do you do, we but do, but did do, three but do, yeah. Looked up, but do you do, we that do, we that do, we that do, we that do, yeah. Bubba do, bubba do, bubba do, bring the babies with us. Dizzy, he was screaming next to OP, who was beaming. Monk was thumping. Suddenly in walked Bud, and then they got into something. Oh, bias blew a mean sights. Mr. Max Roach beat a mean ex. Monk was thumping. Suddenly in walked Bud, and then the joint started jumping. Every hip slide really dug Bud soon as he hit town. Taking that note, nobody wrote, putting him down. OP pulled a mean string, Don and Dizzy played a hip thing. Monk was thumping. Suddenly in walked Bud, and then they got into something. This ensemble is called For the Love of Sheila. They have never played this song before. They just learned this song today. You see what jazz does?
Is that right? That was the last song Sheila heard. Is that right? Bill for Benny. TK Blue, please. Dwayne Eubanks. Tony Jefferson. Cameron Brown. And from Detroit, Nick Masters. The song before that was In Walked Bud, and the legend goes that Monk was playing at Minton's Playhouse, playing Blue Skies, and Bud walked in and he reharmonized it on the spot. And I say that because someone told me Bud Powell's son is in the audience. Is that true? I don't want to get on my horse, but where is that movie, man? That's his life could be 3 movies, okay? We're gonna have a finale with Judy Nymek leading the band on the Workshop Blues, something I'm sure Sheila worked all you guys through, the Workshop Blues. Oh, Judy, you wrote these lyrics? You wrote these lyrics, yes? Yes.
Because I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of singing on this tune. And that is what Sheila made us all do. And got to sing a bit of scat on the Workshop Blues. This is one that she composed and sang it as a scat tune and then asked me to put a lyric to it. And of course, I made one that she could sing, and I'm gonna sing it, and we're gonna do a bit of scat, each of us, and then I'm gonna ask you guys to do some call and response for Sheila. Come on and sing a song that Sheila wrote for you. We'll make it swing. It's crazy what a blues can do. So come with me and sing the Workshop Blues. Come on and try a simple little lullaby. You'll close your eyes. You're riding on a firefly. So come with me and sing the Workshop Blues. Your turn. Sha doo doo da. Way doo da. Sha doo doo da. Ba doo doo day. Ba doo ba da you dee. Ba da. Sha da. Ba da da da. Sha doo doo doo. Ba da doo dee da. Ba doo da da.
ba-do-dee-dee-da-da. Come on with me, as if a little lullaby will make it swing. You're riding on a firefly, so come with me and sing the workshop blues. So come with me and sing the workshop blues. So come with me and sing the workshop blues. Thank you, Sheila. Thanks to the band and all the singers. And Tracy, thank you so much for having us all.
He's looking back there. Tracy.
Great. Thank you. Thank you one and all for everybody who participated tonight. Mom, happy heavenly birthday. I miss you so much. So we're gonna have a little reception afterwards. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for your participation. Every musician and singer that performed tonight. You guys are amazing. Thank you all so much. And again, happy Heavenly Mom.